Hello friends, if you're new, hi, what's up? My name's Ivy, and if you're not new, welcome back to the vlog. I am wanting to get out of the house just for a little while to kind of get out. It's finally sunny outside. It's about to be 1 p.m. I have a couple of errands that I want to run. Then either we're going to go for a little bit of a walk, or I'm gonna bring my book with me and we'll read outside for a little while. Welcome to the vlog. Before I leave though, I want to clean up my house just a little bit. And my reward will be going for a walk or reading my book out of the house. So let's get to it. I'm still listening to my book, but I think I'm going to make myself a matcha before I leave the house. I don't think I updated you guys, but I did get a matcha whisk, and then we're gonna head out. And I really want to try and walk for a little while. So we're gonna put a sweater on because I know that it's cold outside. From the antique shop, and I was attempting to take the little tiny, when I say tiny, I mean tiny SD card that I put in this camera. When I was taking it out, it flew in here, and I was looking for it for at least 35 minutes. It was really bad. As I was looking for it, I was like, okay, I need to hurry up because I was going to meet somebody to sell them something off of Facebook Marketplace. And I was freaking out, and I was talking to Courtney through voice notes. And in the process of me talking to her, I found it after literally searching for like 30 minutes. When I tell you this thing is tiny, this is how small it is. For reference, compared to the size of my hand, see? Okay, we're done doing that. So trying to find this itty bitty little thing in my office, and I had like boxes over here. So I'm like, did it fall in a box? I was so scared, but I found it. And now I'm so happy we're gonna not be losing this anymore. I put a new one in here that has more storage. So that one's gonna go in there, and I have like little holders that sometimes I will put my SD cards in. So this is gonna go in an SD card holder so that I don't lose it. Love that. Now I have to clean up my office because I made it a wreck just to find this tiny little thing on the floor. I thought it went in my shoes. I thought it went in the chair. I thought it fell somewhere over here. It was a lot on my brain. So now we're gonna do a quick cleanup because I have boxes, because I have been selling a couple things on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. So I need to take the boxes and put them in the recycle and try to clean up my desk a little bit to feel a little bit more settled. There is your chaotic story. Also, I am currently reading Life's Too Short. I know I told you guys that I was trying to physically read, which I did start reading this book physically. This is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. I went to the library on Friday because I had to print out some forms. I told you guys that maybe I told you, or did I tell my Instagram? I think I told my Instagram that I had a ID photo that I was getting taken. So I was trying to get ready for that. I had to print out some forms. It was a very chaotic day on Friday, if I'm being honest. But while I was at the library printing stuff out, I checked out 3 different Abby Jimenez books. One of them is Life's Too Short, because that is the last book in that series that I haven't read. It's that one, yours truly, and her newest release, which is Say You'll Remember Me. But I did borrow the book on Libby so that I could listen to it as well as read it. So that's where we're at with the reading stuff. And we're gonna do a very quick clean of the office. Me and Trevor had to come make a quick trip to H-E-B. Like plain tortilla chips. Or like Doritos.
No.
What do you mean?
Like, they make nachos.
Oh, if I'm making nachos, I'm getting like, I've always been a fan of scoops.
Okay, oh my god.
Scoops are elite. Scoops are elite. Like always have been, always will be.
I just love you more now.
That's why. Hey friends, good morning. Welcome to another day of the vlog. We got up this morning, I'm dressed. I didn't sleep the best last night, so it took me a little while to get into my routine. I'm thinking that I want to go sit down somewhere and read. I have about an hour and a half left on my book. I'm currently reading Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, and I've been listening to it on Libby, and I'm gonna update you guys on Libby stuff later, but I really want to try and finish my book, so we're gonna go relax for a little while. I'm gonna bring my planner because I do have a lot of stuff going on in the next couple months that I need to just write down, so we're gonna do that. I kind of want to take a journal. I don't think I have like a chill journal to write in. I gotta look. I think I might have one in my closet. So let's check. We're not judging for the stuff that I have in here. I got a lot going on in here. I have 2. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this one. And we're gonna take a pen. We're gonna take this tote bag and just put the stuff that I need in it. So taking the notebook. Let's go find the things that I need. I highly doubt that these are going to die on me, but I'm going to bring an extra pair just in case of headphones. I don't want to take my whole purse with me. Also, I don't know if I've updated you guys on my purse charms recently, but this is what I have on here. I have this Sunny Angel that is from the Kiss Kiss series. It was from this year. And this one is a real Sunny Angel. I bought it at the mall, I think. So I put that one on here. She's nice and cute on the bag. I've had this little charm on here for a while. I think I got this on Temu. I think I did a video on my TikTok about like purse charms. And then I have this little cherry Robbie on here as well. So that's what the bag looks like. But I don't think I want to take my whole purse with me. We're just gonna take my wallet, and I always like to have my little V10. So we're gonna take her with us just so we can vlog while we're out. That is what's gonna be in my tote bag. And I think I'm also going to put on comfier shoes because right now I have flip-flops on, but they're not the comfiest to be like walking around in. We are also gonna take the physical book. If you're wondering what I'm currently reading, this is the actual book. I've been listening to it on audio just because it became available on Libby, so I take the book as well, a book from the library. So I'm going to get ready to take this back after I finish my book. All right, I think I've decided we're gonna go stop into a coffee shop. I think I have everything. Oh my god, y'all. I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes. This book is so freaking sad, but I decided that I'm hungry. It is 12:56, so I think we're gonna grab lunch, and I think I know where I want to go. We should be good. I'm gonna go grab lunch. We're gonna eat alone. I haven't done that in a really long time. I don't know if I'm gonna listen to the book. I only have like 30 minutes left on the book, but I have a feeling I'm gonna cry, so maybe I'll read the book. I have the book with me as well, so let's go grab some lunch together. Talk to the girl. She said that she has 2 tables to seat, that it shouldn't be long. This is like a little eatery, but it's inside of an antique shop. So we're gonna eat in here. I've never had it before, so I figured let's have a little solo date. The food seems popular. Thank you so much.
Lee, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful.
Perfect, thank you so much. I just got out from eating lunch and we are gonna finish my book because I only have like 30 minutes left. I'm gonna sit here and read for a little while and then we're gonna return the book to the library. I just finished Life's Too Short. That was such a good book. We're gonna discuss a little bit more once I get home, but I'm going to go drop that off because I am borrowing that book from the library, so I want to make sure that I drop it off so that if anybody else wants to read it, it's already available. But I'm so happy that I finished it. It was really, really good. We'll talk about it more when I get home. All right, friends, we are officially back. I dropped off the book. I'm so happy about that, so that somebody else can read that book if they want to. Let me give you guys a little synopsis about Life's Too Short. It is about this girl, Vanessa. She has a YouTube channel. She's a YouTuber. And she mainly does travel vlogs. So she goes to other places, travels to them, and then vlogs her whole experience. Vanessa's family is messy, to say the least. I feel like a lot of us can relate in that way, where family dynamics are just complicated. She has a sister who is an addict and also had a baby. So the reason why she's in town is because her sister cannot care for this baby. I'm pretty sure the baby's name is... I don't remember the baby's name. I think it's Grace. I can't remember. Anyways, so she now has to take care of her sister's baby, and she's kind of putting her work on hold because her work is primarily to go and travel and vlog the places that she's traveling and her adventures, and her work is kind of on hold. And while she's trying to figure out this new stage of life, she actually has a neighbor. His name is Adrian, and he has like a regular 9-to-5 job. Adrian basically comes into the story because he lives next door to her, and obviously a baby crying in the middle of the night, you're trying to go to work. It's very complicated, but I'm trying not to give you guys way too much information. But basically, there is a family history of a illness in Vanessa's life. So the whole book, you're kind of listening to her talk about her worries about getting this disease and also bringing awareness. I feel like this book was really good. I would probably rate it, like, I enjoyed it, and I was very excited to hear more about the book, and I really just liked following the characters. I felt like they were very relatable, and the things that Vanessa was dealing with her family was very relatable as well. I would rate this, I don't know if I want a 3.7 or a 4-star. It wasn't a 5-star, but I've heard that this is one of most of Abby Jimenez's book readers. This is one of their favorites. And I will say I really did like it, but it just didn't give me that feeling. And I don't know if it didn't give me that feeling because I needed to read it physically. I did listen to this book mainly audio style, so on Libby. And I did also have the book from the library. So there is that. I actually need to return the book. Okay, so I only had this book for 5 days. We are all done with that book. I do have Every Summer After, and I do have that audio wise. This is what that book looks like. So that might be my next read because I did borrow it. I haven't read that yet. It said that it's about 10 hours. It's due in like 16 days. But Libby has been one of my new favorite apps. I was never a Libby reader, mainly because it took a really long time just to get things available. I will say, I know that I do have a lot of people who follow me that they're in the military or their spouse is in the military. I did talk about this on my Insta stories. So if you guys are on there with me, then you would have already heard this before. I have noticed that Libby has really come in clutch, especially if you, like I said, if you have somebody in the military, you can actually link your DoD ID to the Libby app and you will get access to the whole military library digitally. And I have noticed that books that supposedly say like there's like a 13-week wait for or whatever, they will become available extremely fast on the Libby app. So there is my tip to you. All you have to do is it'll bring you to like a page that looks like this. And all you have to do is click there. That's where your libraries are. And then you can click add library and it will give you the option to add the military library as a resource for you. Just to show you guys like what's available, they also do have an option to like skip the line. So there are books that you can skip the line for that are available here. They have the ACOTAR series. They literally have like A Court of Frost and Starlight, and that is audio. They have Iron Flame. That's all stuff that I can skip the line to and I can already just go into and read. Have A Court of Silver Flames. Like, they have so many options for books that skip the line and read. There's also stuff that is in available now. So if you're interested in stuff like that, I have like a whole TBR. So I just like that you can use Libby as a resource if you're wanting to read certain books, especially for the military community. If your spouse is in the military or you're in the military, don't hesitate to utilize Libby, especially if you are a reader girly. But I'm very happy with the book. Like I said, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75. Like, it was good, but it wasn't like getting me emotionally in the chest. I did like get really emotional at one part just because they were talking about disability, and obviously you guys know that I have firsthand experience with disability in my life. Not me, but my dad. Having a parent who's disabled has always been a part of me. So hearing how Abby Jimenez wrote about disability in the book really touched my heart. So I loved that. Yeah, there's my update on my book. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go into, actually, I don't know, because I have Yours Truly, which I really want to read, but I know that's gonna take me a while. Let's see. And I don't know if they have, yeah, right now there's a 13-week wait. There's 31 copies and 6 people waiting per copy for Yours Truly. I don't know if I feel like waiting for that or I'll just read it physically because I have the physical book with me anyways. Yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad that I got out of the house and kind of just like went to relax for a little while. I wrote in my journal, got a lot done, and I'm glad that I finished my book and kind of just like got out of the house for a little while. I was busy yesterday. Me and Trevor actually had a doctor's appointment, and very soon Trevor's actually going to be having surgery. I don't think I'm going to talk too much about that just because that's really Trevor's business, but everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. We just have a surgery date coming up in the next couple weeks. So I'm trying to like prepare myself mentally for that. And yeah, if you guys could just send me good vibes, send Trevor good vibes. I'm just in the phase of life where, as much as I do love to share with you guys and I love to share like things that are going on, I just feel like I'm not ready to talk too much about stuff that's going on medically. I would appreciate all of the good vibes and the prayers. Now I'm going to take a second. I need to export a whole bunch of stuff on the cameras and kind of get that together on my computer. Please tell me why I've been sitting here and I was wondering why my phone was going so slow, and I turned around to check on the internet and I see that the things are off. So I'm like, oh, okay, we must be having an outage, like an internet outage. Y'all, why then am I like, Ivy, the power has to be out because they're not on. They're not turning on. This isn't like a normal internet outage. This is like your power is not on. But this is how you guys know that I never keep the lights on in the house, because all of the light that you're seeing is literally just from my window. This window that's here can literally light up my whole living room. So I never really turn on the lights, especially if I'm by myself. The windows just light up my house very nicely. Like I don't know. I never like to really turn on like the big light. That's what I call it, the big light. But yeah, I just sat here at least for an hour and I was like, huh, my internet's running slow. The internet is not on. Nothing's on actually. And I don't even know how long my power has been off because I literally don't know. Since obviously the power's out, we are going to read, but before I read, I want to take out my contacts because yesterday my eyes were hurting me a little bit. So I'm going to take out my contacts, put some eye drops in because those specific eye drops that I've been using has been helping me with like I don't know if it's protein in my eyes. I don't know how, don't ask. All I know is I was told to use these eye drops. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's wash our hands. I have been looking forward to reading this book. This is yours truly. We can read the synopsis together. This says, I think I've pretty much read all the books like in her interconnected series. I think like the 2 series that I have read, I think it was the Part of Your World series and then the other one. I can't remember on the top of my head, but I'll put it in. This is yours truly. I think this is the last book in one of her series. It says, Dr. Brianna Ortiz's life is seriously flatlining. Her divorce is just about finalized. Her brother's running out of time to find a kidney donor, and that promotion she wants, oh, that's probably going to the new man doctor who's already registering 80-7 on Brianna's pain in the ass scale. But just when all systems are set to hate, Dr. Jacob Maddox completely flips the game by sending Brianna a letter. And it's a really good letter. Like the kind that proves that Jacob isn't actually Satan. Worse, he might be this fantastically funny and subversively likable guy who's terrible at first impressions. But suddenly, he and Bri are exchanging letters, sharing lunch dates in her sob closet, and discussing the merits of freakishly tiny horses. But when Jacob decides to give Brianna the best gift imaginable, a kidney for her brother, she wonders just how she can resist this quietly sexy new doctor, especially when he calls in a favor she can't refuse. Okay, I'm very excited about this book. I have been wanting to read this for a while. Let's see how many pages it is. It's 387 pages. So let's see how many pages I can read today.